and welcome to the Strummercamp Podcast. The Strummercamp Music Festival is held every year in Oldham, Greater Manchester, up here in the north of England. Born from an idea over a pint in a pub back in 2005 by Phil Fitzpatrick and some friends, Strummercamp has grown to become one of the friendliest small music festivals in the UK. Details on how to buy tickets for next year's festival can be found on their website at www.strummercampfestival.com or on their Facebook page, Strummercamp Festival Official. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And why not send the link to the podcast to your family and friends around the world? It's all about spreading the love, scampers. In this podcast, I'm talking to Cass and Josh from the Sewer Cats, a must-see explosive punk duo from Manchester. For more information, check out their Facebook page at the Sewer Cats. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Today I have got Sewer Cats with me, and on my left I've got Cass.
Hi.
And I've got on my right Josh.
Hello.
Hello. Right, let's jump straight in with the big question. How was COVID-19 for you in 2020?
That's a big question. It's a big question. From a personal point of view, I couldn't work during COVID, so I was at home quite a lot. But that gave us a chance to write lots of songs together. So we lived together, we're a couple. And so, we were able to kind of carry on writing, and it was actually a really productive time for the band. We wrote loads of stuff and did some live streams. So from the band point of view, it's frustrating not to play live, but, we used the time well, I think, didn't we?
What new skills did you learn?
New skills. I had to go at some different crafts. None of them I was very good at, yeah.
Was that crafts just to keep your fingers busy? So
yeah, just to keep me busy and keep creative, It's good to, keep creating things, isn't it?
So you didn't get on each other's nerves?
No, we loved it, actually, yeah. We're really annoying like that. We really enjoy each other's company, which is a good thing, really, because we're in a band together, so...
So which came first, the band or the relationship?
Well, that's a good question. So we were actually in a band together as teenagers. Many years ago, and that was before the relationship. Then we got together, and then we left it a long time before we started playing again. The Sewer Cats has been around for about 3 years now. We got the band back together, I guess.
So is there any rivalry? I mean, well, not rivalry, but as professionals, as artists, you come up with a song, you come up with a tune, you then have to go off and do dinner. There's no get away from you.
Well, the key thing is, right, you put the dinner in before you start band practice, and then it's ready at the end.
Good one. So what's your main influence? What style have you got? What is it that...
So I would say it's like a garage punk style, and we're influenced by classic bands, the Stooges and Black Flag and the Minutemen, and also there's a Riot Girl influence there, so Bikini Kill and Babes in Toyland. So it's a bit of a mashup of those things, I think. And then more recently, we've kind of got more of a sort of heavy kind of metal sound coming in, and some post-rock and, a few different things, really.
So you're the drummer and lead singer?
Yeah.
Do you play anything else as well? Or is that enough for you?
That's enough. That's enough, I think, isn't it, to be going on with?
I have this natural stutter when it comes to drumming and keeping a rhythm.
Yeah?
Anything I can be going along and then all of a sudden it just...
Me too.
It's a normal thing.
No, I mean, it's difficult to drum and sing at the same time, but I give it a good go.
Have you seen that film? What's the film where they pick on the drummer?
Oh, Whiplash. Are you thinking of?
It's the one where there's the student and he gets beasted by the instructor.
Whiplash.
Whiplash, is that it?
Yeah, that gives me the willies a bit.
I've not seen it. I don't know. Would you recommend it?
Yeah, it's great if you're into drumming. Another one that's good to see if you're into drums, actually, is The Sound of Metal. That's a new film that's come out recently, it's about a duo actually. So we found it really cool to watch. The drummer loses his hearing. Interesting film.
So Josh, you're the lead guitarist.
I'm a guitarist.
The only guitarist.
The only guitarist. Yeah.
Carry on, Josh. Expand on that point.
He expanded his arm span.
No one can hear your arms expanded.
Should I hold it? Should I hold the silence?
I think we should move on.
So I'm going to go down this avenue just a little bit longer, please, if you don't mind. You're a couple, so I wanted to just press on that. How do you bounce ideas about? I mean, do you jump up in the middle at night saying, I've got this idea, quick, let's run down and practice?
I feel like it comes pretty naturally, actually. So generally speaking, the songwriting process goes that I'll come with a line of a song, a kind of catchy line, usually something that I've heard someone say or, something that's got me wound up. And I'll come to band practice with that. And then we'll kind of jam around that. And then Josh will come up with some like hooky guitar line, and then we'll kind of fit the drums to that. And it all happens pretty naturally. If we feel like we're kind of working too hard on a song, it doesn't usually make it. Yeah, the ones that are kind of, just come like that are the ones that, we enjoy the most, and they'll make it to a recording and they'll make it to the set, it just happens dead naturally, I think.
Which do you find most enjoyable, live or recording?
Live, definitely. Definitely live. Recording, I think, is not our kind of natural habitat. We prefer kind of it, to feel like raw energy and to get that like real buzz out of the performance. Recording's a whole different beast, really. The one thing I do enjoy about recording, though, is that when I can do my vocals on their own, because when we're playing live, I have to concentrate on doing drums and vocals at the same time, and it's not that easy. Whereas I can really let go in the studio when we're doing the vocals on their own, and I can use my hands and sort of, just go crazy. So that's an enjoyable part of it.
Because a song would actually be two different songs, really, wouldn't it? When you play it live to recording it.
Yeah.
Because you can really finesse the recording, but the live with your energy.
It's all about the energy live, yeah. It's all about like conveying that emotion to the audience.
Do you get feedback from the audience?
Yeah, if it goes well. Depends where you are, James, really. Sometimes it's booing. No, it's great to the greatest thing is when, it kicks off and you see people kind of, starting a mosh pit and like just really going for it. It's like just such a wonderful thing to just see that energy in the crowd. It's like perfect.
So when you're coming up with a song list, do you hope to develop that mosh pit? Do you develop, building the audience up?
Oh yeah, definitely. We tend to... First of all, we play a short set, so we don't tend to play for over 30 minutes. 30 minutes is kind of our limit, because we want to give everyone that like burst of energy. And if we go on too long, it would just get a bit tired, to be honest.
Are you burnt out after 30 minutes?
Oh yeah.
You'd be carrying me off in a stretcher.
Yeah. If you see him later on, he's all over the place. 30 minutes is enough. And I think as an audience member, I'd much prefer to watch someone give everything for 30 minutes than go on for an hour, for sure. So we have that in mind to begin with. And then, we kind of like to build up to sort of a big finish and, get everyone going, get everyone enjoying it.
Standout gig? Anything come to mind?
There's a venue in Dundee called Conroy's Basement. And they do a festival every year called Book Your Own Fest. And we went up for that. And they're just such an up-for-it crowd there. They're just great. And that's one of the mosh pit memories I have of everyone getting going there. It's just wonderful, yeah.
Would it be nasty of me to ask you for a bad one? One that you didn't enjoy or you didn't...
Oh yeah, we've got some stories, James. Yeah.
Far away.
You know those gigs where there's just a man and a dog. You know, it happens, doesn't it? And we went to a place in Wales where it was just that scenario.
There wasn't even a dog there.
There wasn't even a dog.
Some sheep.
I mean, if there was a dog, at least you can, pet the dog and, enjoy that. But yeah, there was just a man, like one man. And yeah, we just still gave it our all because you just think, well, play like no one's watching, and no one was watching. So.
Did he clap? Did he try and mosh on his own?
Well, I think he may have, nodded his head a bit. He did clap, he didn't boo or walk out. But yeah, it was just a shame he didn't bring any mates.
Oh, if you got a picture of that would be a brilliant picture. If you
Probably is one
mobile
somewhere.
phone from the drum kit.
Oh, the shower man is coming.
Hello, you want to come through?
Are you nude? Oh.
You can come through. Hello.
Hello.
I was waiting for an opportune moment. There we go.
All right.
You shall be henceforth known as the shower man, unless you want to say hello.
I'm Herbie.
Herbie.
Herbie the shower man. Yeah, that way. Yeah. All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye. See, that's one from the memory, isn't it? We were being interviewed by this guy
And then this man came out of the shower man.
called Herbie. I've lost my train of thought completely now.
We were talking about bad gigs.
Bad gigs, yeah, good gigs.
Good gig, bad gig.
So, is this your first Strummercamp?
Yeah.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So we actually won our place here.
Hey.
So this is a bit of a story. So we it was a couple of years ago now. The station pub ran a battle of the bands, and we entered that. And the prize was to come to Strummercamp. So yeah, this is our winnings.
You've come to reclaim it.
We've come to claim our winnings.
When did you win it? Was it last year? Or?
Yeah, so we should have, come and played last year, but obviously, COVID happened, so that was a real shame. But yeah, it's a real pleasure to be here this year instead.
So what are you going to open with? What's your first number?
Our first number is called Will to Survive. So that's a bit of a lockdown banger. One that I wrote in lockdown. I mentioned earlier that I couldn't work during lockdown, so I did a bit of volunteering, and it was basically the theme of the song is something one of the people that was helping out sort of said something to me about. I've just got to survive this time and just get through it. And so that's one for him. Yeah.
It's also brand new. Never played it before.
Yeah, it's brand new, out today, first outing.
So how many times have you rehearsed it?
We've played it, yeah.
Yeah, quite a few.
Do you rehearse lots?
So this is where we have a bit of a
we have
disagreement,
arguments.
James, you see. So, I'm a bit of a wing it person. Josh is
I like
really
to
not.
rehearse as much as possible. So
Josh really likes to make me practice. He practices guitar all the time. I hear him noodling on his guitar all the time. We practice quite a bit, can practice at home, so that really helps.
I mentioned it to the other groups. It's the one thing that I'm envious of musicians, because you can rehearse, you can practice, you can nail it. And then when you do go and then perform, it's muscle memory then.
Yeah.
I suppose that's a good analogy, isn't it? Whereas I can't, as a photographer, I've got to...
Well, do you know what? My day job is as a photographer.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I'm a wedding photographer. It's my day job, yeah.
Where can people find you on the website? Plug away.
So my wedding photography business is Cassandra Lane. That's my business name for that. They're really enjoyable and really fun to do, but yeah, they're tiring as well. And I think you probably reach a limit of when you kind of think, actually, this is really tiring. I'll do something else.
So who's going to do your wedding pictures?
Oh, we're already married.
Oh,
yeah.
Who did you use? Well, I didn't get the gig.
It's quite a long time ago now, wasn't it?
Wow.
Actually, our wedding photographer has gone on to have a career as a successful novelist.
Oh.
Yeah, she's got a book out and everything, and she's got a series coming out on Netflix. So, yeah.
Oh, what's she called?
Look out for her. So her novelist name is Jessie Q. Sutanto. And her, I'm just trying to think of what her Netflix series is going to be called. It's called Dial A for Aunties, and I think it's a kind of a comedy drama.
Let's get back.
Yeah,
Let's get back to
we've
the.
gone off on a real tangent now, haven't we? Maybe we'll cut all that.
Is there anyone else you want to plug? So we plug to a wedding photographer and novelist.
I feel like, I mean, maybe it's not very cool, like, to kind of mention wedding photography on a music podcast. Like, it might kind of interfere with my, you know, sort of like mean girl image, because, like, I'm quite mean when I'm on stage.
Jekyll and Hyde.
Yeah.
And you're all nice and lovey-dovey when it's weddings.
I am. I think maybe a few of my couples would be a bit surprised to see me, you know, screeching.
So would you ever get a double gig to do the stills and the music, the live gig?
I don't think that would happen. No. It would have to be a very.
Can you imagine us playing at weddings?
Oh no, it'd just be
awful.
awful, wouldn't it? Yeah. Actually, I did the other day, like.
Weddings, bar mitzvahs, funerals.
I know.
Yeah.
The other day, like, a couple booked me though, because I have my drum kit like in the background when I'm doing my like meetings on Zoom, and they were like, "Well, you know, if the drummer in the band doesn't turn up, you can just fill in." And I was like, "Ooh, not sure without practicing."
I need my Joss with me. He keeps me under control. Okay, so going back to my hastily scribbled list.
Yeah.
So can you tell me how members of the public, the audience, how can you find you? Instagram, Facebook?
Yeah, we're on all the things. So you can stream our EP on Spotify or all the other usual places. You can find us on Instagram at the Sewer Cats Band, and on Facebook, the Sewer Cats, and on Twitter, Sewer Cats, I think. The Sewer Cats, yeah. So yeah, you can find us in all the usual spots.
Do you have different voices for the different social medias?
I do try and change it up a bit, just because, yeah, like, so that people aren't getting the same thing in all the places. But yeah, on our Instagram, like, we're quite active, like posting, you know, stories about what we're up to and stuff. So yeah.
Have you ever done a mixed up post and posted something to your wedding photography one as opposed to Sewer
I've
Cats?
actually done that, yeah.
Did it affect anyone? Who's this screamer?
No, I think, yeah, I think like most of my couples know about my kind of double life, so.
What's your double life, Joss?
Oh, you don't want to know.
Oh.
I'm an enigma. Don't put that on.
Go on, you can tell us more. You can let it all out.
You don't want to know. I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, this sounds dark now, doesn't it?
Yeah,
Oh.
it makes it sound like so criminal, doesn't it? Yeah.
There's hidden depths there, isn't there?
I know.
So you got an EP out. Tell us more about this EP.
Yeah, so that came out during lockdown. So it was a bit unfortunate that we couldn't tour it because we were hoping to do that. But yeah, it came out in April on Hell Hath No Fury Records. And it's available as a CD or download or streaming. So you can find it on all the streaming sites. Yeah, and it's called Zelda. It's named after our cat. She's sadly not with us anymore, but yeah, we sort of honoured her by naming the EP after her. And yeah, it's very kind of raw, energetic sound to it. So if you want to kind of get an idea of what our live show is like, the EP is a great place to start.
And where was that again?
So it's on Bandcamp. So Bandcamp is Sewer Cats, excuse me, UK, Sewer Cats UK, and it's on Spotify, etc. as well.
Are you going to get another cat?
We have got another cat. Yeah, our new cat's called Lizzo, named after the pop star. And yeah, watch this space because like every release we do, we put a face of our cat on it. So yeah, watch out because she might be coming soon.
Did you draw Zelda?
No, so Josh's brother is an artist and he drew Zelda. And yeah, he does all of our artwork for us. We're very lucky.
Has he got a website? Do we need to promote
so
him?
you can find him. His work on Instagram, it's J_A_Lily, where you can find his stuff.
So we've got plenty of time because you're on at 8 o'clock.
Mm-hmm. Future plans. Do you want to talk about it?
Okay.
Take it away.
Okay, Josh, tell us about where's Sewer Cats going from here?
I think I
You need like media training, Josh.
No.
Oh, you say we didn't have a year out where you could have sort of like, you know, taught each other different skills.
Yeah.
Nah.
Nah.
So what are you going to do when it comes to being interviewed on the Brits? There you go.
Brits.
So you're there, and they turn to...
Well, Liam Gallagher managed it. He's like a baboon, isn't he?
I love how you haven't spoke this whole time and then you just like insult Liam Gallagher and that's like your contribution.
Deserves it.
Did you see the video that he did with cancer? It was brilliant.
Should we look at
It's just the only thing of Liam's that I thought was good. But this is going to need lots of editing, isn't it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
Sorry.
To make us all seem really good. Don't worry about the bottle.
Yeah.
Is that okay?
I had run out the guns in and they're all banging on the table, mobile phones going off. But hey, it's punk.
It's punk, isn't it?
It is.
I feel like though we've gone a bit off piste of our punkiness, haven't we?
That's what makes the best and the most interesting podcast. You find out more. We've not found out about Josh's dark side.
No,
But,
just going to leave that.
If you come back, if you do another one in a couple of years' time, we'll dig again.
Maybe I'll get a cooler job and then I can share. So.
Who else don't you like?
There's a long list.
Oh,
so
gosh,
we
don't
haven't got
get
enough time to
started.
go through that. So.
Do you like The Clash?
You're going to have to cut this, but...
I was not a Clash fan. Don't worry about it.
No.
But yeah.
We were talking about this earlier.
You're nervous now, you get all twitchy.
I can't lie, I just found me out. This is why you don't dig, like, with me. Like, no, they're okay, I'm just not a big fan, to be fair.
So what is it you don't like about The Clash, Josh? Do you like anything from the 70s, 80s?
Yeah. We like classic, like, a lot of classic punk, but, you know,
Stranglers.
not top of our list.
Oh, you don't like that? Well, see, I'm a big Stranglers fan.
X-Ray Specs would be my top one.
Of course.
Yeah. That's like my top one. I think, you know, they were unrivaled really in what they were doing. It was really unique. And I think the songs still really stand up today.
Are you influenced by big female artists?
Yeah, of course. I just think, you know, there's something about listening to the women that came before you and thinking, you know, how hard it must have been for them, you know, to have their voice heard. And I think someone like Polystyrene, you know, just completely broke the mould, you know, and just sort of paved the way, really, for everyone else that came after. So, yeah, I've got huge respect for all those female artists that did that.
Who else is it? Nina Simone?
Amazing, like, vocalist, yeah.
Or should we stick modern? Who's modern? Kate Bush isn't modern, is she? Eurythmics. Well, that's another duo, the Eurythmics.
There you go. That's what we could like end up, you know, doing when we've kind of spent all our energy.
Washed up.
Josh, so offensive to everyone.
I love these little nuggets we're getting from each other.
God, this is so bad.
No, we're not.
I'm not like a horrible person.
Leave it. Who do you like in the music industry?
Right now,
Idol's good, and the DIY punk scene as a whole. in
yeah,
the
I mean,
UK
we've
is
got
great.
like there's so many of our like peers that are just brilliant, you know. So I mean, to give another plug to your brother, he's also in a band called All Depends, and they're brilliant. Yeah, just super tight, you know, fast punk, but with like different things going on as well. So, for example, they haven't got a lead guitarist; they've got someone on the banjo, which sounds completely crackers, but it really does work. And yeah, you know, just other bands that are out there at the moment that are, you know, doing really good stuff. Like I'm a massive fan of Piss Kitty, and there's Bruise Control, who are like a Manchester band that's come out recently, and there's, you know, brilliant bands like down south as well, like Haste. They've got a brilliant sound. So yeah, you know, you don't have to kind of like look far in the DIY scene to like find some great inspiration.
So is it anything, I mean, obviously you've touched in the indie type industry. Is there anyone mainstream that's an influence?
Yeah, so I'm quite a big fan of Billie Eilish. I love her. I think she's really great, and I love her whole aesthetic, and I love the way she does things, and I love her songwriting and her voice. So yeah, she's brilliant. And yeah, I'm also, as you can tell probably from how I named my cat, I'm a big fan of Lizzo. Lizzo's brilliant as well. I actually love, like, you know, pop music and kind of R&B music as well to listen to.
So you got wide cosmopolitan tastes, or?
Well, I guess I just like it. I like what I like, you know. Iggy Pop has a great quote about this. He just says, you know, it's not about the way music sounds, it's how it makes you feel. And I think that's a really good quote because, you know, depending on what mood you're in, there's nothing better than listening to some sassy pop music when you're getting ready for a big night out, you know. So yeah, I think just whatever's good, whatever has a good groove, it's good to listen.
Didn't he also say if you listen to a song first time and you hate it, they're the best ones because they grow on you, whereas the ones that you instantly like, they die off?
Interesting.
Sure, it was him.
Yeah.
Did we touch on where you were going?
No, I think Josh just probably insulted someone instead.
So where's Sewer Cats going here? We're nearly at the end of 2021. What about 2022?
Gosh, yeah, so we missed a whole year, haven't we, really? But yeah, we've got loads of gigs for the rest of the year. We're getting around a bit, so we'll be down in Hastings and we'll be doing stuff sort of like around Birmingham area and things like that. So yeah, a few different gigs to play. Our next one's coming up. One to watch will be Garlic Bread Club, which has got like links with Strummercamp, the guys that do that. So yeah, that's a really good one to come to. That'll be a whole night of DIY punk bands. One of Knife Club's first gigs, so getting to see them. Yeah, that would be a really good night. And yeah, you know, we've been writing lots, so there will be a release in the pipeline sometime. So yeah, look out for that.
Watch this space. Mm-hmm. Excellent. Well, thank you, Cass and Josh from Sewer Cats. I think we'll end it there, and we'll go and see you on the stage.
Brilliant. Thanks for having us. Bye.
Thank you for listening to the podcast. Why not check out the other podcast and the videos all about the Strummercamp Music Festival? And finally, don't forget you can find more details on how to buy tickets for next year's festival on their website at www.strummercampfestival.com or on their Facebook page, Strummercamp Festival Official.